first, I was thinking to make a video about style creation on Yamaha keyboards for beginners to break the ice, so to speak. However, I have soon realized that that's simply impossible without knowing what's your basic knowledge that's required to successfully create a style. And for this reason, I decided to first explain certain basic things. Otherwise, you would think maybe that when I will talk about style creation, that it's complicated, or you understand what's all about, it's boring, or that maybe I simply use some fancy words just to impress you, which is not the case, because it's already hard enough to learn, but once you get the basics, it's relatively simple. Now, here I will start with chords. And when I say chords, even if you maybe don't play, you are still on beginner stage, even if you maybe don't play all possible chords, it's important that you understand them for create styles. Doesn't matter in which key you will later play that song, but to create the style, that knowledge is important. Okay, let's start with C major chord, which is the most common used. Now, why is that? We will see later why exactly C, but doesn't matter. This is C major chord. What is a chord? In my view, that's a combination of three notes that are in harmony, which means they sound pleasant altogether, or if they are played in sequence, they are pleasant. That's not pleasant. That's not pleasant. Okay, that's C major chord. Now, just by knowing the fact where is C major chord, we can find every other possible chord. We don't need some paper sheets with charts telling us which keys we need to press. We will find every chord by ourselves, and we will do that by simply knowing the following rule. If we know that this is C major, then we can see it C major because the first note is C, and then 1, 2, 3, 4 plus 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. That is 4 plus 3. Now, if we want to find A major chord, then we will say, okay, that's A note, and we apply the rule. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. That's A major. If we want to play C sharp major, for example, the same rule applies. C sharp, that's C sharp. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. That is C sharp major. Or I don't know anymore, or D major. That's D, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. That's D major. Simple as that. Now we can find any major chord. Now, the next important chord type is minor. Okay, I won't bother you with the rest of them, because they are not that often used in popular music. It can happen, but you will learn that on the need basis, so I will only limit all that on major and minor. How do we find minor? That's easy to remember. Once we know where is C major, The only thing that we need to remember is the second note is one semitone lower. That's C minor. We can also say, I will make a rule of that. Minor is 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. Opposite of major. Major was 4 plus 3, but minor is 3 plus 4. However, as said, you only need to remember where C major is. You can make then a rule out of this 4 plus 3, and then you can find by that rule any other major chord, or once you know how to find major chord, you just simply say, okay, the second note is one semitone lower, C minor. And if I, let's say, for A minor, for example, okay, I know how to find major. A, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, that's major. That means minor is that. That's A minor. Okay. Knowing that rule, we can find any major and minor chord. The next thing that is important is chord inversions. I know, whatever, just so you know that this exists, because that's important in style creation. You don't need to remember that. It's enough that you know that this exists and maybe how to find that. We said that's C major. We said that this C and this C are the same. This one is just one octave higher, and they are replaceable. They are siblings. That means instead of this, I can play this, which means this. This is also C major chord. But to distinguish about these two, we call this one C major root chord, because the first note defines the chord C, but the second one is first inversion of C major. C major first inversion. And then we can repeat the same thing again. We can replace this one with this one, which is one octave higher. Now we can play this. This is also C major, and it's called, as you guess, C major second inversion. If we repeat that again, replace this one with this one, then we come to root chord again, which is the same as this. which means we have major root chord, major first inversion, and major second inversion. That's all what we need to know. This applies, of course, for every other chord. Let's say D major, we replace this with this one. That's first inversion of D major, and then we can play this because we replaced it, and that's second inversion of D major. Just so you know how this works. After a while you will remember when you create styles, but it is important that you are aware of this. Now, the last thing that I will mention is chord progression. What is chord progression? Okay, C major again. Chord is progression of these three notes. And then we come to the same chord again, which is one octave higher. Now, if we observe these combinations, then we can see, okay, here is C major. What is this? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's not major, that's minor. Okay, next one. 1, 2, 3. Again, that's not major. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. That's major. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Major again. This one. 1, 2, 3. Not major. this one, 1, 2, 3, not major. That is, in C major chord progression, we only have two chords additionally that are major as well. C major, F major, and G major. Now, the funny thing or the benefit of that is, first, we can play almost any song by just knowing these three chords. And not only that, all these three chords are only white keys. We don't need to fiddle with whatever other combination of black keys. Because if we, even if we start, let's say, with F major, and then we say, okay, let's find progression of F major. We seen before that the difference here is N 3, 4, 5. Okay, let's find progression 5 semitones higher. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, now we already have black K. That is, C major is the only progression where the other two major chords in progression don't use black keys, and that's why C major is so popular, because it's the easiest to play. Simple as that. Okay, I think that I covered here everything what is needed to understand the stuff about style creation. That's for now. Thank you for watching, and see you next time, hopefully.